And tonight I feel like a really lucky man because you came. Yeah? It's good to see everybody. Really do appreciate you coming out. We have a special evening planned. Just to kind of give you a little overview of the evening, we're going to break from our normal tradition. You know, for the last, I think it is 9 years now, we've been showing films, and we're going to continue to do that tonight. But in an emphasis on kind of expanding your understanding and learning opportunities here, we've decided to kind of take a little play on that, and we're going to do a couple of special presentations. The first we'll be hearing from Richard Renaldo this evening. I'll introduce him in a moment, but he'll be giving us a presentation on the history of the Cisco Kid character from a very unique perspective. And then also we're going to be having some narrative provided by a historian and fan of the Cisco Kid who will help us introduce the episode that we're going to be watching of the television show, as well as introduce the movie tonight, kind of give us a little backstory, some history and information about the plot and the storyline, some things that might enhance your viewing enjoyment. Tonight, as you know, is special not only because you're here, we invited you, you came, it's a beautiful evening, we get to watch a movie, we got some great people here this evening to tell us about the film and to make the evening exciting. It's also a great evening because we're here to celebrate the 10th anniversary of Leo Carrillo Ranch Historic Park. You know, it's our 10 years. We've been open now since 2003. So this year has been special for us in that the movie series has helped culminate those 10 years, even though we did get started in the second year. We're pleased to be here and pleased to be able to do this. As I said, for those of you that were here last week, one of the things that I think is so special about this place and events like this is I believe this is exactly what Leo Carrillo would want us to be doing at his ranch. You know, when we look through the historic photo albums or the archives, we see Leo hanging out with his family and friends, and they've got barbecues going, and there's music playing, and you might have even seen Leo standing up on his own roof, looking down on his guests. So this is really, again, I think it's special and within the context of what makes this place great. Now, another thing that I think contributes to the unique nature of this evening is I wanted to talk to you a little bit to start things off about the Wrangler Award. Now I'm going to give it a shot here. So, yeah? All right, excellent. Thank you, Jerry. This is Jerry Streff, Park Archivist here this evening. Yeah, she takes care of the collection. And she prepares the exhibits and all the things you see around the ranch. So without her, we'd be ignorant. So anyway, the Wrangler Award. I had an opportunity to travel earlier this spring to Oklahoma City to accept the Wrangler Award on behalf of Leo Carrillo. The nice thing about the Wrangler Award is it was a joint award that was given to both Leo Carrillo and Duncan Renaldo for the Cisco Kid. And I was so, you know, it was such a great opportunity at first. I'm thinking, okay, so here's a Southern California kid, guy, whatever, who is headed off to Oklahoma City, is definitely not a cowboy. How was I going to fit in at the Cowboy Hall of Fame? But I was pleasantly surprised. It was a beautiful museum. If you ever get a chance to go out there and see it, you should. And also when you go into the exhibits at the Hall of Great Western Performers, you can see the little tribute that's there for Leo and for Duncan and for the Cisco Kid. So in order to kind of generate some understanding of the Wrangler Award, one of the things that we think is so unique is that this is a prestigious honor. That's a heck of a trophy. I think it weighs nearly 30 pounds. It's solid. Trying to get it back through the TSA was quite the adventure as I traveled back here to Carlsbad. These types of things, these awards, these types of recognition wouldn't work if people didn't support museums and support places like this, right? You're here tonight to support the ranch and enjoy yourself at the same time. Well, if we didn't have people like you supporting places like this, I don't think they would exist. And same is true for the museum and the Wrangler Award. Now, one of the sponsors of the Wrangler Award was Wyatt McCrae. Wyatt McCrae is the son of cowboy actor Joel McCrae. Now, grandson, I should say, if I didn't say that clearly. And Wyatt McCrae wanted to be here with us tonight and to tell us about the Wrangler Award, but unfortunately he wasn't able to join us, but he actually sent some words that I'd like to share with you. Good evening, my name is Wyatt McCrae, and I'm a member of the Board of Directors at the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum. While I'm sorry I can't be there with you tonight, I thought I would share a little background on the Western Heritage Awards and the Wrangler Award, which is partly the reason for your celebration at the park tonight. The Western Heritage Awards were first handed out in 1961 and the awards have come to symbolize the highest achievement in reflecting significant stories of our American West. The award ceremony itself is held each April at the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum, formerly known as the Cowboy Hall of Fame, located in Oklahoma City. The Wrangler Award serves to honor the best of the best in Western literature, music, film, and television, and has been referred to by some as the Academy Awards of the Westerns. Each honoree is given an impressive bronze sculpture of a cowboy on horseback known as the Wrangler. I believe there is one on display with you there tonight, which is out rotating among the crowd there. Among the highest of honors at each year's award ceremony are the inductions into the prestigious Hall of Great Western Performers. Past inductees, now get this list, include such greats as William S. Hart, Tom Mix, Gene Autry, Maureen O'Hara, Barbara Stanwyck, John Wayne, Gary Cooper, Joel McRae, James Arness, Tom Selleck, Sam Elliott, Robert Duvall, Duncan Renaldo, and Leo Carrillo, just to name a few. Each year, one living performer and usually only one deceased performer are awarded this honor. However, this past April, an exception was made when two of the greatest performers of our Western past, Mr. Duncan Renaldo and Mr. Leo Carrillo, were inducted into the Great Hall together.
I figured you had.
It only seemed fitting that these two fine gentlemen should be inducted as a team, as most of us remember them that way from their wonderful pairing on the great show, The Cisco Kid. While I wish I could be there to relay more of the wonderful event we had this past spring in Oklahoma City, I know my good friend Richard Renaldo, I told you he was here tonight, that's what's going to make the evening special, along with Carol Waffle over here, who was at the ceremony to accept for his father, and for me, I was also there, accepting for Leo Carrillo. They can each share with you their own fun recollections of the event and what it meant to them. Again, my apologies for not being able to share with you this evening. I know you will all have a fun night, and I thank you for allowing me to share a little of the significance of what you are there to celebrate. So tonight, let's celebrate 10 years. Let's celebrate Duncan and Leo's induction into the Great Western Hall of Fame, right? Fantastic. Yeah, round of applause. Well done, well done.